higher tap. There we go. Went from a 4 to a 10. She's getting out ahead of me. Just gonna turn 3. Good. She needs a little encouragement usually if she gets in a little bit of trouble. Good, no tap on that one. I'm gonna go by the table again, nice and slow, a couple times before we switch it up. You, especially if your dog gets that e-collar tap or something, you should make sure you do it 3 to 5 more times. Tap on that successfully to make sure they don't try to go for it again. That could be him, or it could be something on the table. When I turn and she just doesn't turn with me, I'm at a really low level on this. I'm at a 3, 4. And that's more of just a tap on the shoulder, just to like motivate her. But the table, the kitchen table, was a bit more of a reprimand. So I want to make sure that she does that several times, maybe even test it out a bit. Gracie, good. Just to make sure. Good girl, yeah, she doesn't try to do it again. So that's about 3 times her not even wanting to go by it, like not carrying it all. So now, just throw in a pause. Boredom, no. It's our boredom pause. Normally I would do this slow patterning to get the dog to where they'll just settle every time I stop without me having to tell them. Tap. Just to be able to be bored, not be touched, not be told what to do. Tap. Okay, tap again. Just at a 4. Tap again. What? Tap again. I just need her to be able to stand with me and be bored and do this enough times to where when I stop, she just settles into a sit or down without me having to tell her. That's more what we call behavioral, where the dog is calming down and making better decisions on their own. And me as the human, I'm asking very little of her. I am just asking her to hang with me, which is really, really useful for brain work. So all I want her to do right here for me is just stay with me. So if she had taken another step in Chris's direction, I would have tapped, and then I might have needed to kind of, you know, give her some direction because she's still very new at this. Now, since I said it, I'll just try it. I'll try to do this again to see if she'll settle. Let's go. Because the goal is to do the slow patterning, not the tap. The goal is to do the slow patterning enough to where the dog really is in tune with you. You barely need e-collar to get their attention. And when you do stop, they pause with you and just settle into a sit or a down. That's the goal. Not every dog is going to do that, but there's a difference between a higher drive sport-minded dog versus a dog that's got some anxiety or just isn't used to making their own decisions. Maybe they've had tons of food work and they're not used to not being told what to do, this kind of work can be really good, mentally draining for them. That's on our own. Now what you're not seeing me do is utilize the kitchen, and if there's a crumb in the kitchen, walk by, scroll up a little, not allow her to sniff the counters, maybe have something on the edge of a counter to walk by, the trash can, maybe squeak a ball and toss it in the corner and get your dog to navigate to you and walk by the ball. There's lots of things you can do for distraction work. Go through your bedroom, hallways, utilize all the space that you have, but keep your turns crisp. So if I was going to utilize this space, I would do a crisp turn like a square and come back if I didn't have the table there. Make sure you're not doing like big teardrop turns or anything. See, she's still not settling. I'm talking though, so I'm just gonna stand here for a bit. There's a time and a place to tell your dog what to do. They get told what to do so much that if I can go to a quieter yard or indoor and just organically move when I move, stop when I stop, which is much better for them and for the brain. It'll make your obedience that much better when you do go out into the world and ask for that DOWN, or people come over and you ask for it. They'll be more likely to do it and be calmer because you do this type of work. Let's go. Place. You snuck up. Tether you. Go, Gracie. Then I can speed things up, have some fun. Yeah, let's go. And this will make it harder for her pack mate. Yeah. Yeah, sit. Good, down. Good. Go, down. Good. Gracie, down, place. We're still pointing with her and giving her quite a bit of direction because she's still pretty new at this. He's a veteran. Down. Good. Just tapped it 4. Gracie, down. I'm going to show my back to him. Let's go. Down. I want to try to help him understand I'm not communicating with him with my fun voice, right? So I'm going to put my communication leg for him is this leg. So I'm going to put that out towards him, face my body. I don't know if you guys can see me, but like face my body sideways a bit. Gracie, yeah, good job. Place. Good. Good. Let's go, Gracie. If you want to build drive in your dog, you release them quickly. Sit. Down. Good. Let's go. Yeah. Let's go. Sit. Down. Good. Let's go. Now I always like to slow, let's go. Look at that yawn. I always like to slow the dog back down, even if it's just for like a minute. Let's go. Even if it's just for a minute before I put them in crate or put them in duration. So basically, if my dog is really excited, when they come out of crate, I want to slow them down. I want to be part of communicating that I can control their energy, help them calm down. Then when they are calm, I speed up, have some fun. And then I just slow their heart rate back down again before I put them in place for a few hours, or in crate or downstay, whatever you're doing. was just a 3. If she was to do it again, I'd be up at my like 10, 15. That was just like a little warning, because I did open it, you know, it's a little unfair. Come on, come on. Good, she looked at me. Good. So these are some of the things that you can do, and then you just continue to do it until eventually she'll not be so excited, expecting pets, expecting reassurance, expecting engagement, and she just becomes calmer. That's what this exercise can do for you. Let's go. Place. No. I want to put her over there because I can tether her. Oliver, come. Yeah, Oliver. Good boy. Gracie. Gracie, let's go. Oliver, let's go. Gracie, place. Good. I'm just going to tether her. Gracie, down. Good. Now I'm going to switch and put Gracie at a 8. Pocket. You can lock that number in too. If you're afraid you'll twist it. So I'm going to try to call just him off and not her. So I'm going to position myself here. This is her communication leg. It's the limb closest to her, so that's how they read that. So I'm going to put my foot out at a block. Oliver, come on. Oliver, come. Good. Oliver. Yeah, nice. Close. Place. You were close. So she got it whenever I was like this, but then when I had to motivate him, she came off too. I did not tap Ecollar for that. If she does it again, I will, for some clarity. Oh, good job. Oliver, let's go. So there we go. Gracie, place. So that was an 8, and I felt like that was pretty significant for her. Like it was a low correction, so I went down to a 4. Oliver. Whenever a dog offers you a sit or a down, don't release them right away. If you're wanting a calmer family dog, let them settle into it nicely. And maybe do 3 long breaths in and out, nice and chill, before you release them again or give them something else. Okay. Let's go. Place. Good. Good boy. Over. Yeah. Good. Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy? Come here. Sit. Down. Let's go. Now, place. Oliver, come. Oliver, come. Good boy. Yeah, good boy. Good boy. So I want to do that exact thing again so she can feel what it feels like to be successful. Oliver, place. Good. Oliver, come. Down. Good. Let's go. Yeah, let's go. Yeah. Good job, Gracie. Gracie did good. Gracie did good. Gracie did good. Down. 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 See how me getting that excited scrambled his brain a little bit? So I'm gonna give him a little more guidance. Come. Good. Down. Good. So I gave him more body language guidance. So that's the thing. If you, the good thing about going fast and going slow is slow nurtures one part of their brain, helping them with anxiety, attitude, focus. It helps them with so many things. It asks less of them. It's not so demanding. So it actually relaxes them. It does a lot of things. It lowers their heart rate. We call it doggy meditation. And it's associated with you, which is so important. It's one of the things dogs are missing nowadays. They get all sit down, food, heavy leash, and all that stuff. It's really, really good. But then if you don't have fun and speed up and slow, then you don't practice that on-off, where what you just saw there, he got so excited, I played with him a little bit. Well, then he needs to still be able to down immediately. So if you don't practice that dynamic, then you can't influence them when they're at a more heightened emotional level with excitement, like when people come over and stuff. So anyway, both of these aspects of owning dogs is important. All right, let's go. Ooh. Place. Your eyes may have been closed, but you had one ear on us. So I want to do a few turns by her. Dogs, when they're paying attention, they know who the energy, they know who the energy is directed towards. When they're jumping the gun like that, they're not paying attention. They're just acting impulsively. So that's why it's definitely fair to practice this. Good. Good girl. Who's a good boy? Who's a good girl? Who's good? Who are good? Who's good? Who's good? Who's good? Who's good? Who's good? Oliver, out. Out. Come on. So that was hard for him because he was already on a dog bed. So I kind of stepped towards him a little bit. And then that was an 18 when I repeated myself. I'm just gonna verbally say it now. Out. Good. Good. Untether you. Dogs, come. Yeah. Dogs, come. Good job. Good job. Good job. Oliver, out. Gracie, place. Good. Place. My good made her think she didn't have to. I only tapped on that repeat. Good. Hey, come. Gracie, come on. Yeah. Oliver, come. So the dogs don't know, like she thought, well, maybe I'm in trouble. Did I do something wrong? Well, they learn whenever they're learning and they're so sensitive like Gracie, how they learn is you do it 3-4 times in a row. That's how you build context. Oliver, out. Gracie, place. Place. I tapped on that. I also stepped to help her. Good. Gracie, Oliver, come. Gracie, come. Come on. Good. There you go. So see, she's a little bit like, are you sure you want me to? Because you're just going to send me back. It's like, yes, you still have to listen. Good job. Good job. Yes. Good dogs. Good dogs. Oliver, out. It's a different direction every time. Gracie, place. Place. I'm going to scroll up to a 6. Place. Good. Good boy. Come here. You come here. Yes, you come here. Yes. Oh, thank you. Gracie, come here. Oliver, come here. Yeah.
dangerous in some scenarios, but they've been really calm. They've been great. By dangerous, I don't mean they're just gonna attack each other, but when the owner of animals gets down and starts petting multiple animals, it leads to chaos, guarding, competition. They bloat off each other's energy. So I normally say do not pet multiple dogs at one time. I think that's really important. I very rarely do with my own pack. It's if they're already super calm. But this is just purely to practice impulse control.
Yeah.
Oliver out. Where's he going? Ugh. Gracie, let's go. Place. Place. If she had struggled, if I have to repeat myself again, that's why she's dragging a leash. I'd guide her with the leash because, again, she is still new.